Yo, yo. Wait, I gotta go and check if, wait, please. Why doesn't the chat stays on my screen? Do I need to pin it or something? Yeah. Yeah, I'll look into that later. So I gotta go check if the stream is picking up audio nicely. So it's actually cold as sky over here. So if I want to check, it should be like this, I guess. Okay, yeah, I can hear myself. Alright, that's pretty exciting. Is it loud enough? Oh, yeah, it is loud. What kind of music though? Um, music. I don't know, I can just read it later. Is the music in here anywhere yet? Okay, the music is like slightly in there. I guess that's fine. I'll just boost. Let's just increase the volume just that. That. Oh, shut up. Okay, that's good. I don't like loud music. I'll just increase desktop audio and streaming OBS. Hopefully that's good enough for you guys, but well, I mean, none of you. Oh, yo, yeah. Hi, hello. I still don't know how I should pronounce your name. Arkasu? I'd say so. Yeah, basically, I'm just trying to, like capitalize off my daily warm up, I guess, since I do it every day anyways. I think. Um, oh yeah, like I've been good. I I've got I'm employed now with a pretty good animator job too, so I guess that's nice. Uh, I think it's not NDA since like Avatar has a new show that I've seen articles about. So let me get that up real quick. Yeah, this one. I'm working on this one um, right now, so I guess that's good. Oh, okay. My voice is a little bit too. I'll crank it up a little bit. Sorry. uh, but yeah, like how how have you been? Like ever since I left Canada, probably I haven't been in touch with anyone. So um, yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna start streaming my daily warm-ups, I guess. I think it's gonna be like a good material for everyone to, like reference and see how we can improve every day before hopping into the real stuff. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stream like my actual work because then it's NDAs. But yeah, to start off my warm ups, I usually just go and doodle to like get my hands and arm moving. get my can I? Oh dang. Yeah, I heard. Uh, like my classmates also uh have been saying that it was pretty much impossible to find a job, especially in the animator sphere. I've heard they've been gearing towards rigged stuff more and less, like hand drawn and traditional drawing than comic. But I guess for your work, it's like 3D. So I don't think I know too much about that field. But yeah, it sucks to hear, man. But that was last year though. How's everything this year? Wait, I think I should put the chat on screen so like we can keep up with what I'm responding to. Whoa! As hopefully I don't dox myself with anything. Here we go. But yeah, thank you, man. Like I've been trying hard. I've been in the dungeons. Got scammed with a couple jobs. Had some horrible bosses, CEO, character arc. Oh yeah, that's nice. Hell yeah. I feel like uh, for like from 2026 to 2030, it's gonna be like a great uh, boom. There's gonna be like a great increase of in interest in anime. So I think we're set up for a good uh, couple of years. So nice. That's nice. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to worry about too many things. So yeah, now I'm just doing this like slinky scribbling. Basically, I'm doing this. I'm just gonna like spiral and then move like this to get my shoulders warmed up. And then gonna hop into some circles. Yeah, I don't have my webcam on, but yeah, I'm drawing with my shoulders and not my wrist. Uh, that is very important. In drawing, I mean, drawing with wrists and fingers are nice too, like when you want to do little details like this, right? Then yeah, I'm not gonna move my whole arm to do these things, but usually in the sketching phase, we want to move our arm freely. Alright, see ya, man. I'll probably be streaming for like a couple, like 1 to 2 hours. But yeah, uh, enjoy. So yeah, here I'm just doing like ovals and circles and cutting them up like pizza. So like I'm not trying to hide, but anything like these are all from Josh Black videos. He's like a big teacher to me. I mean, like he doesn't teach me, but um, I watch a lot of his videos. And they help me a lot with my art. So highly recommend him if you're also into the gesture and draftsmanship. Um, things. Yeah. Oops. That was the wrong layer. That's blue. So yeah, like again, eyes, ovals, cutting them up. Next up, we've got flowing arrows. So this is just to, like um, help us move more dynamically. I guess it's because like when a person, when we draw a character, we don't want them to be stiff. So that is kind of whack. So we would usually like tilt their hips and their shoulders, like put the weight on one leg, bending one arm and, and something with the other arm, and then maybe tilting the head. So doing that requires flow. And yeah, like when we simplify it into gesture, it will look like that. So I take this part, like just flowing, um, and like kind of getting these like natural organic flows that show up in the human form, like this for a side profile, or like this for a front pose, right? So yeah, that would be the next one, and then probably next up I would do um floating 3D objects first. So let's do a box like that, draw around them. As you can see, like I'm very, very loose with my drawings now. Like, of course, if I go way off, then I will hit undo, but uh, other than that, I'm just keeping everything like relatively correct, and that's good enough for me. And I know for like for illustrator work or designer work, then you would want to hone the skill a little bit. Please like, go a little slower. But for animation work, since the workload is so big, and we really value speed because the director is going to give us feedback and notes, and we want to practice, like putting down the fastest ideas of the drawings, of the pictures, instead of like going in there and having this like perfect perspective cube. Like we don't really care about that. So yeah, let's do this tornado that I really love. Again, taken from Josh Black's warm up videos. Again, I really recommend y'all checking him out. He's very chill. He's very soothing. His style of speaking. Um, yeah, like I would recommend him, Proko, Kirahan, all their greats. Y'all probably heard the names so many times, but yeah. Uh, okay, that's a macaroni. Now let's do a pyramid because why not? Again, I'm just having fun, like drawing whatever comes to mind, loosening myself up. Uh, so that's a wireframe from the box. I'm gonna mark the center point and connect all of the bottom corners to that point. In doing so, we have ourselves a pyramid, right? Here. Next up, let's do a cone. So like just like a straight tornado. That's fun. And finally, let's do cylinders. Cannot skip cylinders. So like a tip for drawing cylinders. um, Not a lot of people know about this, but basically, if we have like a cylinder, like length, we did for the oval on the two faces of the cylinder, we want to have the longest diameter be uh, perpendicular to the direction of the cylinder. So let's say I want to have the cylinder facing this way, and then it goes like that, right? Then the longest diameter on the oval should be perpendicular to the direction of the cylinder. It's just a pretty nice tip to have in mind. So what if we didn't do that? So let's say the oval is like this. So the longest diameter is like this, like this. But then I went to do this. Then you can see instantly it looks kind of like a trash bin or like something else, but it's definitely not a cylinder, right? But if I did this, if I and stay with me now, if I if I did if if I did that, right, then boom, suddenly it's a cylinder, right? See, so now you know. Uh, next, I'll probably do. Oh, and you can see like on my layer here, like I just scrap every single sketching pages layer. Like I don't really. Um, I'm not precious with my things. So next up, let's go build some forms, some fun forms. So basically, just stacking things against each other. Like boxes, spheres, cylinders, slabs, like whatever things that come to mind. Then I just draw, no biggie, whatever floats my boat. Draw in front of them to go on the side. Probably hit a disc in there. So even for a disc, it's basically just a really short cylinder, so the perpendicular thing still apply. Let's divide the cheese wheel up a little bit, like that. And let's do a blocks this way, because why not? I don't know, but yeah, like I don't know if if this is gonna help anyone. Again, like I would just recommend you guys watch the people I watch. I guess like I'm just doing this to slowly build my branding, I guess, and hopefully people will become more aware of my work eventually. But yeah, as you can see, like I'm just stacking a lot of primitive objects. Uh, objects is that the word? Primitive forms? Yeah, primitive forms. And I just try to stay relatively close to what they should look like. And another tip would be, since all of these forms, well, excuse me, that was kind of disgusting. All of these forms are, you know, like oriented differently from one another, then they will have their own perspectives. So what I mean by that is, when we take this cube, the vanishing points will be like this, right? But for this cube, they would look like kind of like that. So they're not matching up, right? Because this one is like somewhere out here, but this one is like down here. So yeah, etc., etc. So each of them have their own vanishing points, and things only share vanishing points when, you know, they are stacked squarely together. So what I mean by that is, like, from the top, they look, they are all arranged like perpendicular to each other, like that. Only then do they share the same vanishing points. Yeah. I think this is looking cool, I guess. Yep. So only then will I save my file and name the layer on. So it's the 20th today. So let's keep that layer around, and let's get Josh out of here, because from now on it's not going to be Josh anymore. Next up, it will be Broken Draw, another very good channel that I recommend you guys look up if you want to like upgrade your craftsmanship, but in like a very Kim Jong-gi way, I guess. Like, yeah, I would recommend you guys watch him. Thierin, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so but yeah, we will come in here. Well, first let's rotate some boxes. So first we got this. Oh crap. There we go. Yep. And let's do boop, 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 boop. So each of these will be a circle, so that I have the general feeling of the volume of the form. It's definitely becoming big towards the end. I'm not really going to care about that. So the ending form. So this is like top view first. Well, let's do top view later, actually. So this is going to be like straight ahead view. So what I mean by that is, like, they're facing us head on, and they're gonna turn like this. So let's just draw. Why am I over explaining everything? Artists don't talk when they stream. What are you doing? Yeah, I'll talk when somebody asks me something, I guess.
Mambo.
Jesus Christ. Okay, these look fine. And now here comes a neat trick. Neat trick. First, we're gonna do something like this. Yeah, yep. Hit copy, rotate, boom. Instant vertical turn. And this is the horizontal turn. So again, let's do the same thing here, but a different use actually. I'm gonna turn those blue. Oh crap. I'm gonna move these guys so we get more space. And then for these guys, I'm gonna be rotating them from the top. So what I mean by that, let's see that right away. That. This, this, that, and that. That's a little skewer. Just gonna hit edit on that. I'm gonna hit this whole thing, and then flip it's vertical or horizontal both works. So let's do that, and yeah. So we got these boys. So we have rotated them horizontally all in top view. There's what this bottom is. Yep, they're kind of janky, but again, my field of words don't really need the perfectionism. So finally, let's grab these boys over here, pop them over here, and we got the perfect grid. So what I like to do next would be these guys. So I start from here first. So I'll probably just do some. So the way I look at this is that it was the wind. So how I do this is that I look at I have two separate ways to do rotating blocks. I'll color code them differently. So first would be thank you, thank you, man. Um, I would place one oval inside the top plane like this. So notice that the center of the oval does not line up with the center of the plane. And then I extend that plane until it matches the corners of the top plane. So do that again. And then I spin that shit in my brain. But then I will realize that I can't do it mentally. So I just do this oval first, and I can just project it over here to this side, and then I find the center of the ovals, and I project it also over here. So then we'll have like all of the heights or like the level where I can just make a bullshit uh trapezoid. I think that's the word. Rectangle, and then I kind of try to match it with this or with this. So it's a little too small now. So I'm just gonna take off that, expand that, and basically do the same thing down here. So notice that the oval on the top is flatter than the oval on the bottom since perspective. Um, so let's do that. Same thing, project it over here. And then for the bottom plane, you know, like there a lot of people will ask like, how much do we want to go for the perspective? So then I would look at, you know, like the bottom plane on the top rotation here is that big, but the bottom plane on the bottom rotation is only that big. So when we do the math, and by math I mean connecting because you know artists cannot do math. Then we will have an oval around that big, or we bring this same oval because remember we spin using the oval, and we just put it here, and we will have that same thing. Yep, we still have that same plane, but just following this oval makes it consistent. So yeah, that's how I rotate my cubes, at least in the middle row and column first. Yeah, and then you know like to draw around, um, like for the edges that we cannot see, I just connect these guys to find a vanishing point, and then connect the corners to that vanishing point. There we go. And since this is the middle column, each side is gonna be like perfectly mirrored, so I don't need to connect the vanishing point on this side. I just need to use the same point and connect it to the corner. So there you go. That's like a trick. That's like a formula, I guess. And Antonio Artwatt would say that no, do not use tricks, you clown. But again, like I've just explained why that trick works the way it does. So I guess I'm not doing anything bad, hopefully. Okay, next up, let's spin this cube. So it's around like that big. Spin it here. So it's around this big. And the corners don't extend too much, so it's like this. And then halfway, like that. Is it is almost facing us like down here, but not yet. So keep that in mind when we're doing these. Same oval over here. Yeah, that's kind of lopsided. Nothing a quick erase can't do. So let's raise both of these guys up. Actually, there we go. That looks good enough. I don't care, man. I don't care about the semantics of the cube. Like, psh, get out of here. Take a hike, Buster. There's this last one over here. So yeah, let's just project the levels. I could just do like a quick like that. And then we know that match the oval for the middle cubes, so don't need to use too much brain juice on this. Yeah. Just trying to keep the perspective kind of correct. There we go. That's good enough. Okay. So the next step is the fun one. Well, not yet. We still need this. These two. They're a little more complicated, I would say, but nothing to be afraid of. So first we got boop boop around that boop boop, right? Yep. And then the smaller one is around yay big, like that. Okay, so just mark out our ovals here. And then we can just do this. So this would be this side, right? Because it's going out diagonally like this, right? That would just be this. So we take from this point, we go halfway towards the middle point, and we will have our first point. So first the halfway, then 1/4 way. And usually it will line up pretty nicely with this column here. And it should line up down here too. So I'm just going to smoosh this guy right over just a little bit. And yes, so same thing over here. This guy should probably be like here. So halfway, 1/4. Yeah, that looks correct. Like that, like that. And then spin the same thing here. And this one, that. It's almost a circle, but quite not quite. Okay, just this. Yeah, almost. And then yeah, same math thing going on. So with this, with that, you know, trying to go outside of the oval, because the oval is inside the square, so the bottom plane should wrap around the oval basically. There we go. Yeah, let's clean that up just a little bit. And not really, because I don't really care. This is just an exercise. I could throw away sketchbook page, so let's do this and then this. Yeah, that looks pretty convincing, if I can say so myself. So let's hit copy paste, flip horizontal. You know, it's the same thing. Yeah, we all have computers. We need to prove it again and again. We know the method. So, yeah, let's do this one next. Why not? So let's put all of the points down here. I'll just put columns. So they should match a little bit more like this. Same thing over here, so we should just go over. And then basically we're just gonna match the bottom plane, the top plane, I mean, to these points very easily. Like this. And then let's do some BS for the bottom plane. Like I'm too tired to care. Yeah, this kind of works. Everything is kind of sloping to one side. Just do that real quick. Good. And I just bring that guy down here and kind of squeeze him in so that it fits this guy. Yeah. So we got that guy. Let's clean him up a little bit. And then give him some outlines. Silhouette. Lighting. Boom, boom. Control paste. Horizontal, slap him here. Same thing down here, but let's do this side. Just dance around, being left, right type thing. So let's put all these guys up and these guys over here. So yeah, we're just connecting lines, connecting dots here, guys. It's okay. Don't like freaking boxes are easy, man. Like there are like what 6 pieces of papers. Like I'm not scared of them. You know? Yeah, that's just me like rationalizing my fear and trying to talk my way out of it. Yeah. Pretty much the bottom plane is gonna stay inside the cube. I mean like almost inside the top plane now. Since we're at that very steep angle. Yeah, sure, why not? And voila, we got him. We got him, boys. We got him. So now all we need to do is this. Control C, Control V. Put him up there. Guess I didn't need that. Line them up. Merge. Control C, Control V again. Fit horizontal. And boom. Oh my god. Are they boxes? Yes, they are, honey. Yes, they are. Yeah, it looks good enough. Like, I'm happy with this. Like, of course, if I spend more time, like, it's gonna be more accurate. But again, like, in my line of work, we don't really need that. So, pull up my stream just a little bit. Oh, let's see. Just to see how it's going. Video details. And I'm gonna move my stream to see what's good. Oh yeah, nice. Close. Can I see how many people are watching? Oh, one watching now. That's probably me. Okay. So now if I spun this cube around, what I'm gonna do next? Whoa, what the hell? Oh, it's taking a lot of my CPU to also look at my stream, isn't it? Well, close my stream then. Let's see. Next up, I spun a cube around. I guess we're set. Let's go do some gesture drawings, yeah? So I'm gonna be really careful. Not gonna have freaking nudes on here. Yikes. Yeah, let's do 30 seconds first. I need to figure out, like, well, I don't think I need to show all of References. Yeah, let's just get to it. So we're gonna do some 30 seconds. Oh my god. It's kind of lagging like crazy. What is happening? Wait, let me. I'm gonna close one of these guys. This guy, this guy, this guy. Yeah, that's good. I don't need those constant sound effects in my brain. In my stream, I guess. Unless I upgrade my PC. With today's RAM prices? Oh, you're so funny, artist man. Whoa, that's NDA? Gotta close this. Gotta close this. Yikes. Okay. Well, gotta scrap that post then. Ooh, nice pose. Like this one. Very Evangelion. Yeah, I'm a LARPer. I haven't seen that show. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry, guys. Sorry to all the Eva fans. Yes, I know you're very disappointed. Yes, I know that I'm an animator, but I haven't seen some of their shows. Yes. This guy got a massive booty. That's crazy. He's kicked up. I mean, poses 6. Alright, let's do 10. So 4 more. That's not a good pose. No, that's the crazy pose, but crazy poses means I gotta do boxes instead of gesturing because there's no freaking way I can understand which is gesturing. Well, and I wasn't even able to do it, so. And that would be 10. Let's do this one just for a bonus, I guess. Okay. Those have been the 30 seconds. Let's do the 1 minute now. So yeah, being a character animator, very important to know how to quickly draw humans. Know how to quickly turn them into boxes. I kind of felt with this one because I had to ramble. She's gonna shut up. Yo, why does this song sound has the Chinese ringtone? Oh yeah, like I used to have to do that too. I don't think there's any way around it. For the first 2 years of doing gestures, I was squinting like the whole time. And for the poses that I got really tired of, I got really tired and I just stopped squinting my eyes. they were good. Like it's a skill. Like we have to train it until like it just makes sense. Like, but that's also like another bad thing because when because now I'm so used to like being able to see what I would see when I squint my eyes. Even when I'm not squinting, I kind of just will like summarize everything in my brain. So that applies for like people's faces, their stories, their names. It's kind of bad. I kind of just operate in the way like I'm squinting my eyes for everything and not just for looking. So like when I cook, I squint my eyes with the seasoning. When I do math, I squint my eyes with rounding the numbers. So yeah, as long as you don't go that far, then I think it should be fine. Exactly. Like if we just gamify it, each line we put down is 1 XP, and let's say each gesture drawing is like 10 XP or like something like that, right? Then the more we do it, the more experience we'll get. Like it really is just a numbers game. And I feel like whenever those YouTubers that like make the videos like saying if you don't practice mindfully, then it's meaningless. I mean, I feel like those are kind of fear mongering because to start being able to practice mindfully, some people gotta do it mindlessly first. Like I know myself as one of them. Just for example, I'm still trash at League of Legends, but it took me like 2 years just to actually be able to play the game like smooth. Like, of course, I learned the controls in like 1 week, but I really did not understand the game, like mechanics and objectives and micro, macro, all that. I just I was playing mindlessly for 2 years, like, and trust me, like I watched a lot of tutorials and coaching too, where I really never understood it until one day it just clicked. And League is a sport, e-sport, but drawing is also a sport. So yeah, like like we gotta walk like quite a bit until we learn how to run. And walking is mindless, right? Now don't come in here and gaslight me into, like walking has technique and whatnot. Okay, brother. Like, let's be real. You buy a pair of sneakers and then you just go, right? No, 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 don't try, So, yeah. Like, of course, for some people, it just clicks way faster. That's when I call them gifted because drawing is a skill, right? So gifted people learn that skill more efficiently. Right? They got talent. That's what that means. No one just gets born with, like the ability to draw flawlessly. So gifted people just learn faster. But everyone's gotta learn. So hope that makes sense. Let's see. How long have we been streaming? An hour. Okay, that's pretty nice. Let's do a couple more and call it a day. Call it a morning because then you don't have to go work on the studio work. God. Well, I'm fortunate enough to be employed, so I guess I shouldn't complain about that. But pretty exciting news, I guess. Um, I'm kind of developing an IP. Uh, you have probably seen it, Arcus, like the reel with the police officer. But yeah, my boss told me that I can pitch it to him later this year, and hopefully, the roadmap I want it to be up on 2030's New Year's Eve. That would probably be nice. But yeah, I am gonna have my own anime soon, hopefully. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, on Instagram and on here too. There's like a short, with the silly police officer, and there's like another one where she's kind of like holding up a gun, right? There's one where she doesn't do math well, and one where she holds up a gun. Yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's nothing right now though, because I'm still in the process of designing the characters, but pretty set on how the main character looks. Pretty exciting stuff for me, at least. Yeah. Yeah, that one. And there's like another one where I just did a time lapse on my warm up sketching. It kind of became like a poster for the show. Well, like a poster idea. So there's two of them right now. There's two pieces of content about that IP. Yeah. Thanks, man. Hopefully we'll be in 2 years. I'm almost done with the script, but quite a few details left to, really tie the whole story together. Yeah, I feel like it's promising. It feels very animated, so it's nice right now. I can see the vision. Hell yeah, man. Like your stuff also been improving nonstop. Like when I saw the Peko Mama, no, Peko Bijo? Not what I Bijo Mama. Wow, I my brain scrambled so hard on that one. No, I think you did both though, no? Right? Like no, it was Bijo Mama that got reposted, I think. That was pretty high. Like seeing that was pretty nice, man. It's pretty golden. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Oh, are you gonna become a VR chat streamer soon? Hey man, uh, don't worry about that, man. Let's keep going. At least, like I feel like the first step to everything is knowing what we want to learn. So as long as you know that, then we should be good to go. Don't get discouraged. Just, like think about other people that are kind of they don't even have a direction on what they want to pick up on. So as long as you have a direction, I think you're good to go. It's just for fun. Yeah, then that's nice too. Or is there like a service that like you can custom VR avatars for people to like? Can people commission you to do that kind of thing? Yes, sir. thought that one was pretty bad. Let's do a couple more. It's his torso this time. Live action kind of smoking my ass in 2 days references. No, relatively pretty tough. Or maybe I'm suffering from stage fright. That's a straight up infant. What the hell? Okay, last couple of ones. I did that. Okay, last one. that would be my warm up today. Let's take a look at everything. Okay, so some boxes. A broken draw, shout out. Again, Josh Black, shout out. Go check him out. Great teachers. I gotta spin some boxes again. 30 seconds. Okay. I think this is also 30 seconds. I don't know. These ones are probably 1 minute. Yep, these are 1 minute. Oh, I like this one a lot. Very trigger vibes next to your trigger. Like, yeah, I like that. These ones look fine. I don't like that page too much. And this last one, it's a little muddy. It's a little unclear, but you know, pretty good session, I'd say. Like that one, I'm gonna use this as my base saving my CSP file thumbnail. No, but yeah, thanks for checking in, Arcus. I'll try to, you know, like, I'll try to stream more daily starting from now on. I think. But yeah, that's it for now. I gotta go work my studio job. Yeah, okay, so see ya. Goodbye. Now, how do I end the stream? Oh, yes. Yep. Stop. Okay. Yep. See ya. Bye bye now. Uh-huh.